If you're looking for a place to sample a lot of delicious beers paired with some delicious food, then you need to come, friends, to Milan Hy-Vee Beer Club. I'm joined by Chef Brandon Zawada, and I'm a little nervous, Chef, because we're here talking about Milan Hy-Vee Beer Club, and I'm a little nervous that the first rule of Milan Hy-Vee Beer Club is that we're not supposed to talk about Milan Hy-Vee Beer Club. Is it okay if we talk about this?
Absolutely, yeah.
What is going on? What's going on behind us here?
So we do this every second Wednesday of every month.
Okay.
And so basically at 6 o'clock we get together and sample a docket of beers. And
a docket is exactly what number? How many is a docket?
You know, our typical docket's around 12 to 14, but then somehow they keep getting added on and on.
So docket is, if you'll pardon the pun, kind of a fluid number.
Very fluid.
Yeah, see what I did there?
Yeah.
So you have 12, 14 different beers that you're pairing with different foods here. Mm-hmm. And these are beers from all over the place.
Yeah, this one especially is mostly Midwest. We do a lot of Midwestern tastings, but we do different, European tastings and things like that, depending upon the theme.
So the theme each month, that's up to you to come up with that?
Yeah, for the most part. And these guys have a lot of feedback too. So
they're not, I'll say this about Milan, they're not shy about telling you what they want. If you pair these, then it's your job to come up with all the beers and all the food pairings. You sit down and you just create that from scratch.
Just crank it out and just sit down and think about what we'd like to drink, and then go from there.
Now you have your roots in brewing. I mean, I know you used to do some home brewing back in the day, right? You haven't for a while.
It's probably been about a year since I've home brewed, but I brewed off and on for the last 5 or 6 years.
And that's something that, as a chef, you are able to kind of flex your muscles and do that sort of thing?
Absolutely, yeah. It's really fun.
So the beers that are here at this tasting, give us just a quick rundown. You've got some sours, you've got some stuff from Chicago.
Summer sessions.
Summer sessions.
Again, fruit beers, sours, a lot of session IPAs later on. We've got some lagers, we've got some blondes. I mean, it goes the full gamut, really. And then we just paired food with that, So we got some different cheeses, specifically goat cheese this time. Some different, vegetable dishes, some stone fruit. And then we're going to go into some barbecue and some Thai flavors after that.
And a lot of the beer that you have here, or some of the beer that's on the docket, there is stuff here tonight that you can't get anywhere else in town. Like you were telling me off camera that there's one case of beer, of a certain beer that is only available here.
Typically off the docket. So you don't know about those until the end of beer.
It's like a secret surprise.
Exactly.
You have no idea what you're in for.
And we do it every time.
And then you get here and you have your delicious meal and you have your docket of beer, and then at the end there's like this super bonus extra overtime.
This one we have 4 bonus beers tonight, of which we've got a couple. There's one we only got a half case of, and there's a couple other ones we just got a solitary case, one of which was the only case to hit the Quad Cities market completely. So, and that's
which one is that?
I can't tell you.
You can't. All right. All right.
Jim will get mad at me.
You're not under oath. That's cool.
But so that's the fun thing about it. And then also you get a 10% off craft beer discount tonight only, and any craft beer as well.
Is there any phrase more beautiful in the whole of the English language than bonus beer? So these are my new friends Kelly and Marianne, and they're here sampling beer, and you're taking very diligent notes, Marianne. It looks like, I mean, you understand that you're not going to be quizzed on any of this.
Right, yes, I do. I understand that.
What so far has been your favorite beer here?
Yeah, actually, I think the latest one. I like this one. This is a little darker. It's not as hoppy.
Do you find that sometimes when you sample a lot of beers, the most recent one that you sample is the one you enjoy the most?
Right, probably so.
Right. So they're all getting progressively better, or you're just having more fun, or... I wonder what could be happening. I wonder how that works.
I don't know. I don't understand it.
What's your favorite so far?
For tonight?
Yeah.
Let me look here. I'll tell you what
He's looking at the scorecard.
Flying Dog Numero Uno. I love that.
Probably the
You are not taking any notes. Look at this. Look at this. Zach has this note. Nothing. There's absolutely nothing written on this piece of paper.
It's all up here.
Okay. I like that. I like that. You don't feel the need to sully your hand with the ink.
I've not been here for the bonus beers before.
Bonus beers is as exciting as it sounds. There's stuff that isn't on the paper. And they've got
the under the table option.
Well, I don't know that the people at Hy-Vee are comfortable with you saying under the table, but
behind the counter.
It's just off grid. It's not on what they call the docket. That's a word I learned. This is called a docket, right?
Maybe a secret sipper.
What did you think of the sour? Because I saw a lot of people making some weird faces for that too.
That's the absolutely not. No.
Okay,
absolutely not.
It was the worst. No.
Not at this table.
This table is not about the sours, ladies and gentlemen. They're not.
It got a 0 on mine.
You gave it a 0 on your scorecard.
They were dirty socks on mine. I'm sorry.
Negative.
If you want a beer that tastes like dirty socks, that's something that you can get here at Beer Club. I think other people enjoyed it, but this table, No, no, no.
So far, your favorite is?
The distilled raspberry sour.
Okay, now the table over there said that the distilled sour tasted like dirty socks. Not the case.
Acquired taste.
Right?
You know, it's like all those other beers. It takes a while to enjoy them.
Well, this is an educational experience.
Right.
You know, I would not necessarily buy a whole six-pack of each of these, so it's an opportunity for us to sample and then to think about what we would have for food offerings with these.
So if I want to become a member of the Milan Hy-Vee Beer Club, what's the initiation? Some sort of beating, a gauntlet? What do you do?
There's no actual membership. What it is that basically I have this huge list of email addresses that we send out invites every month, but basically it's always the second Wednesday of every month. It's never changed. So, you know, honestly, you can just show up. We prefer people to sign up in advance so we know how much food and beer to have available.
Now this one was $15. Are they usually $15?
Always
or?
$15.
$15.
Always.
I'm going to tell you right now, it's the best $15 you'll ever spend. Chef Brandon, thanks so much for having us
Thanks so
out
much.
here.
We appreciate
This
it.
place is ridiculous, and these people are having the time of their lives. Trust me. You want an IPA and a variety of them? O'Keefe's and Moline is the place to come.
I'd say we have a good selection of IPAs, yes.
You're not comfortable saying it's the place to come. Lenny,
You
you're
know,
fault.
we have a great downtown right now.
Okay, there's a lot of great bars in downtown
we do.
Moline. You're very diplomatic.
Yeah.
I can say that this is the place to come for IPAs.
Thank you. I
can
appreciate
say
that.
Super nice guys. Against the Grain, Louisville, Kentucky. Against the Grain Brewery and Smokehouse.
Brewery and Smokehouse.
Is their proper name. They exploded, like practically overnight. And they're selling their product in, I think, something like 20 different states. So they have all this package out there that says Against the Grain on it. And here we are, we're barely even making a whole lot of beer at that point in time ourselves. So it just made more sense, as young as we were, to just go ahead and change our name. And they were cool enough to come up here and celebrate the name change party that we had.
That's awesome.
And, you know, just hang out for a couple days and get to know one another, and we've established quite a friendly relationship.